Interested in getting tickets to a concert or sporting event? Use SeatGeek and get $20 off on your next purchase with promo code OBERSPORTS. That's OBERSPORTS, OBERSPORTS.
What's going on, guys? Jacob over here, back for the first time in 3 weeks. I apologize for not being there for the Rams-Packers game to react. I was very sick, but now I am fully recovered, and the Green Bay Packers, man, Aaron Rodgers continuing to own the Chicago Bears. I mean, they might as well just give him the keys to the entire city of Chicago at this point. It's amazing. Robert Quinn actually got a sack on Aaron Rodgers early in this game and did the belt. In, the first quarter, it was the first sack, of the game, and, the first drive. And he did the belt. How have these people not learned, man? How have these people not learned? You don't mock the belt, especially in the first quarter when it's a tie game, 0-0. But man, Rodgers, for sure, I think he had his best game of the season. Actually, no. Probably against the Vikings he was better. But still, it was a really, really good game by him. 341 yards and 4 touchdown passes. He was sharp all night. He was making some insane throws. And, I mean, the way this Packers team has been able to remain elite, especially offensively, despite all the injuries. I mean, we lost Billy Turner as well. Is just remarkable. You mean, you really got to give some credit to our offensive line coach, Adam Stenovich, I think his name is. He's done a phenomenal job with this group despite all the injuries, and their offensive line struggled at first, but really came into their own in the second half, where the Packers outscored the Bears 24-3. But man, in the defense too, I want to give them a lot of credit for their second half as well. They played great, only allowing the 3 points that were essentially meaningless in the end. And I mean, they shut down the Bears offense, which was actually operating at a pretty high level in the first half, especially that second quarter. Of course, the Packers special teams didn't exactly help them out with giving the Bears consistent good field position, and of course that punt return. But man, I mean, the Packers defense really locked in the second half. They forced that fumble, I think it was, on Justin Fields. I think it was after we took the 1-point lead. It might have been after we took the 35-27 lead. I'm not 100% sure. But it was a huge moment in the game, forcing that fumble. I think it was Preston Smith who did, and Rashawn Gary recovered. Packers pass rush really showed up in that second half. On the negative side, the Packers special teams is bad. It's really, really bad. I mean, tonight, I don't think I've seen a special teams performance worse than tonight. It was bad all around. And I mean, with how many special teams coordinators the Packers have gone through in recent years, I don't know if firing Maurice Drayton is going to do anything, but I mean, tonight was as bad as it got. It was as bad as it got. They gave up multiple 30-plus yard kick returns. They gave up a 97-yard punt return. First punt return for a touchdown of the season by any team in the NFL. Took this long. I think, week 14 now? It took that long, and the Packers were the ones to do it on a kick that backed the returner up to, the 3-yard line. I mean, that was unacceptable. And then, what was it? The onside kick at the end of the game. I mean, good Lord, man. MVS has gotta, he's gotta catch that, man. I mean, that looked like the Bostic play all over again. Actually, no, it was a little bit different than that. But still, I mean, going off his hands, I mean, just make the catch, man. Just get the ball. And then, we're lucky that the rule doesn't state you can't advance the ball, or else the Bears would have had 7 points there. And all of a sudden, it's a one-possession game. And then, of course, the muffed punt by Amari Rodgers, that was luckily nullified by a dumb penalty by the Bears. Their their gunner went out of bounds and didn't reestablish himself in position in time. We really lucked out with that one, though, because the Bears could have made it a one-possession game if they had scored on that drive. And they would have got the ball at the 20-yard line. But still, I mean, man, the special teams, something's got to change. And even what was it, on the second kickoff of the game by the Bears? I don't know who it was. It might have been Malik Taylor, I want to say, back there returning the kick. But, I mean, the ball was going to go out of bounds, and he touched it. He tried to catch it, and then, said, nope, I don't want to catch it, and then it went out of bounds. So the Packers got the ball at the 5 instead of the 40, so he lost his 35 yards of field position. But, I mean, it's going to be something that possibly costs us a playoff game. I mean, they got to do better, man. It's been like this all year, and tonight was the absolute worst of it. But anyway, on a more positive note, I know I talked about a lot about the special teams, but I mean, the Packers right now, they are really rolling despite the injuries, and they're going to have a favorable matchup next week against the Ravens on the road. It looks like it might be Tyler Huntley starting for the Ravens after Lamar Jackson got injured today. And then they finish off with what? The Browns on Christmas Day, which I will be going to, by the way. Merry Christmas to me. And then the Vikings at home, and then the Lions on the road. So the Packers, a very, very winnable stretch of games here. If they can close the season out at 14-3, they only need one loss from the Cardinals to get that number 1 seed. So hopefully the Cardinals slip up and the Packers can take over and get that bye. But overall, outside of the special teams, Packers played really, really well, despite trailing at half. That third quarter was amazing football by them. They said, hey, we're not going to play with our food anymore. We're going to come out here and we're going to punch them in the mouth. We're going to take the lead back, and that's exactly what they did. Couldn't have asked for a better third quarter and end of that game. But anyways, guys, so that's all I got to say in this video. Hope you guys enjoyed the victory, and I know I sure did. Aaron Rodgers continues his ownership of the Chicago Bears. But anyways, be sure to leave a like and subscribe, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Go Pack, go.